Y'all are probably looking on your screen right now and saying, what in the world is Taurean about to talk about? Well, trust me when I tell you, I was wondering the same thing myself when I first came across it. And this was posted in my Discord, and I said I have to talk about this because this is a bridge too far. Now people are really reaching with this, in my God honest opinion. So as you can see, we see two people. You have Kamala Harris and you have Aaliyah, and you're just trying to probably figure out why in the world is there's a picture of the late great Aaliyah next to Kamala Harris. Well, apparently some sleuths decided they were going to do some genealogy digging and about Kamala Harris's ancestry because they still want us in the world to believe that this is a black woman. And then they came across some images or some things that link Kamala Harris allegedly to Aaliyah via their great grandparents. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, okay, I see what they're trying to do. And even then, I don't think that's going to work. But I'm going to read this article because this article was written up on Media Takeout of all places. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This would not be a place that I would get any type of news source from. But I figure, let me entertain the foolishness just slightly and counter it. And this was posted on September 27, 2024. Presidential hopeful Kamala Harris and the late singer Aaliyah were kin, Media Takeout is hearing or alleging. A few Twitter sleuths did a bit of genealogical digging and turned up surprising results. Democratic presidential nominee U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, let me skip that part because it's just talking about a picture, is a soon-to-be president. Harris has been criticized by Trump supporters who have been constantly making up lies and telling anyone who will listen that she's quote-unquote not black. Trust and believe me, I'm not a Trump supporter, and I've been saying that this woman isn't black for a while. And that's the thing that gets me. People have been saying that this woman hasn't been black even before Trump said something, but now that he said something, now it's linked directly to him, thus giving him all the credit. And that's something I've been trying to tell people what they're doing. They need to attach it to a boogeyman, that being 45, in order for them to now say it's a conspiracy. Those lies unfortunately made their way to Janet Jackson, who repeated them during a recent interview with The Guardian. Janet is currently facing backlash from Kamala's millions of supporters. Trust and believe me, they all sound exactly like robots, but we over here in the grassroots support what Janet Jackson said. Well, let's be clear, since Kamala Harris' father is black, they keep lying on that one, literally lying on that one. And the Twitter users have shown that she even has famous black cousins, albeit distant ones. R&B singer Aaliyah's great grandparents are also Kamala's, so that makes them third cousins, and here are the receipts, and I'm going to insert the images right now. So this is coming off of the Aaliyah Legion X account, and it says user Clyde the Connect did some research on Esther Adelaide Anderson, born April 8, 1852, and Henry Stain Allen, born August 24th, 1848, and basically found out they are great grandparents of Aaliyah and Kamala Harris. So basically what they're saying is because of this, now people can no longer say that that Kamala Harris isn't black because she's distant cousins with Aaliyah. This is how far of a reach they have gone to make this claim that they would actually pull something like this up. Now let's hypothetically say that this is indeed true. Why hasn't Kamala Harris come out and confirmed or denied this claim? That's what I'd like to know. Why hasn't she come out and said anything to back up the claim in which she can say that this is actually true? And like I said, I know exactly what it is that they're trying to do. They're trying to link Kamala to Aaliyah so they can say, now y'all can stop saying that this woman isn't black because Aaliyah is indeed a black woman. And well, it's very interesting too, because if that is indeed true, then what I found on Google about Aaliyah is even more interesting. So check this out. I went on Google and typed in Aaliyah's lineage. Those were just the two words that I typed in. And this is what came up. It said Aaliyah's father is of African Jamaican descent, and her mom's mother, which is her grandmother on her mother's side, which is Aaliyah's grandmother, Mentis, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, was of Native American ancestry from the Oneida tribe. It says, Aaliyah once stated, when I wake up in the morning, I am African American. When I go to sleep at night, I am African American. And I can assure you, I love who I am. Now, the bigger question here is this. When has Kamala Harris ever made a statement like that? Now, according to Google, again, this is what Aaliyah's lineage is, but she has identified herself as a black woman. Honestly, we've always seen her as a black woman. She's never, to us, at least from what we saw when she was alive, identified as anything else but that. However, when you ask Kamala Harris the same question, it's these random responses. And again, like we've said, posts and statements that have been made about her, typed up about her in articles, she's always been labeled as Indian American or this American or that American. And she's like, that's why I call her Kamala the Chameleon. And then it's like, we keep telling people, but then we get so much pushback, and then now we're being deemed and labeled as conspiracy theorists. I gotta tell you, it's the wildest, weirdest thing to me and to several others. But this right here, this new maneuver that they got going on right now with this, I take that with a huge grain of salt. You know, like I said, like hypothetically say that they are cousins. Why hasn't she ever come out and confirmed or deny it? My thing is this. If I was related to a big star like that and we was cousins of some sort, I will go out of my way to find out if we are indeed cousins and see if I can actually meet them. You know, try to find a way to see if it could actually happen. Another thing is, if they are cousins, now they said they're distant cousins, which means they had no type of connection with each other whatsoever. But it's never come up before until now. And the thing is, Aaliyah is not here to speak up on this alleged ancestry that these two have that are allegedly linked. But her brother is still alive. Her mother is still alive. And I don't know about her dad. But someone who's connected to Aaliyah as a family member, if this is true, can come out and say something too, but they haven't either. So again, I take it with a grain of salt, and it's coming from Media Takeout. So I really side out this whole new revelation, if you can call it that.